Today's topic for the subject of chemistry is chemical bonding. Myself, Dr. Nirav Singhal from Leo School of Science and Commerce, going to teach you this particular topic, chemical bonding. Chemical bonding, maximum number of questions in the board examination, JEE and NEET examination are based on this chapter. You can consider in a NEET examination, out of 45 questions, there will be near around 4 to 5 questions. Out of 45 questions of chemistry, 4 to 5 questions is based on this chapter. Chemical bonding. And even for JEE examination, you can consider out of 25 questions, 1 to 2 questions, or it may be 3. Up to 3 based on this, based on chemical bonding. So the weightage of this chapter is very high. So it is necessary for all the students to study this particular chapter in detail for JEE and NEET examinations. And what does this chapter cover? This is the link chapter between the organic chemistry, physical chemistry, and inorganic chemistry. If you have an idea about the number of valence electron, its hybridization, then you have the application of electronegativity in a periodic table. Now, so what are the topics which is covered under this chapter? That is types of bonding. Bonding are various types. Which type of bondings are there? First, covalent bond. Covalent bond, it is formed by between two atoms of similar electronegativity. By sharing of its valence electron. Here the important word is sharing of its valence electron. Now the term, what do you mean by valence electron? The electron present in outermost orbital or cell is known as valence electron. Now, by sharing of the valence electron, the bond formed between the two atoms is called as covalent bond. Covalent bond again as the definition indicates, it is formed by the sharing of valence electron. Again, there are three different types of covalent bond: non-polar covalent bond, polar covalent bond, and third category of bond is called as coordinate covalent bond. Covalent bond basically divided into three types: non-polar covalent bond, polar covalent bond, and coordinate covalent bond. Non-polar covalent bond, it is formed between the atoms of same electronegativity. It is formed between the atoms of same electronegativity. When it is formed between the atom of same electronegativity, then it is considered to be fact that same electronegativity means between two hydrogen atoms if bond is formed by sharing of its electron H2. So H2 hydrogen molecule has a non-polar covalent bond. Likewise Cl2, N2, O2, all these compounds has a non-polar covalent bond. On the other side, polar covalent, even if we go to the atom like silicon carbide, graphite, all these has a non-polar covalent bond. Next is polar covalent bond. When electronegativity difference between two bonded atoms is more, that is considered to be a polar covalent bond. When electronegativity difference between two bonded atoms is more, then it called as polar covalent. Example, the bond formed between the hydrogen atom and chlorine atom, that is HCl. HCl is called as polar covalent. Likewise H2O, HF, ammonia, etc. All these are also show the hydrogen bonding also. Hydrogen bond are also present in hydrogen bonded compound. Then hydrogen bond, it is formed between hydrogen atom of one element and electronegative atom from group 15, 16 or 17 of another element. That is called as hydrogen. As the number of hydrogen bond increases, boiling point increases. As the number of hydrogen bond increases, boiling point increases. Now, second important, if you know whether a given compound is polar or non-polar, you can able to answer the solubility. We know that the solubility principle suggests that non-polar compound dissolve in a non-polar solvent, whereas polar compound can dissolve in a polar solvent. If you try to mug up, oh sir हमें तो याद कर लेंगे, ये करेंगे, वो करेंगे, नहीं कुछ याद कर पाओगे, तो क्या करना है? आपको बेसिकली non-polar और polar compound मालूम होने चाहिए. If you know that non-polar compound dissolve in a non-polar solvent like benzene, carbon tetrachloride, carbon disulfide, etc. And polar compound can be dissolved in a polar solvent like water, alcohol, etc. Alcohol is a unique example which is an organic solvent but still polar in nature. Third category is the most important one, coordinate covalent bond. Coordinate covalent bond is obtained between the Lewis acid and Lewis base or between metal and nickel. Formed between metal D and F block and ligand or Lewis acid and Lewis base. So, in order to study it still in detail, give me some more example about coordinate covalent bond. Now, coordinate covalent bond, for example, ammonia. In ammonia, nitrogen atom has a 5 valence electron, and with combining with 3 hydrogen atoms, it completes octet 2, 4, 6 and 1 lone pair of electron. So it has an octet of electron with 1 lone pair on nitrogen. Such compound act as Lewis base. Such compounds are also known as electron-rich species. Electron-rich species. So what is the advantage of this electron-rich species? All those compounds which can able to donate electron are known as Lewis base. And electron-rich compound only can able to donate the electron. So if you know the Lewis base, then also you have an idea about the coordinate covalent bond. And this electron-rich species has a complete octet with lone in a various compound. nitric acid, HNO3. As per the chemical bonding theory, nitrogen as a most electronegative atom is oxygen. And as per that electronegativity, the less electronegative atom will be in the center. So nitrogen will remain at the center. This nitrogen has a 5 valence electron, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now it gets surrounded by the 3 oxygen atoms, 1, 2, 3. Oxygen atom has a 6 valence electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, one hydrogen atom either kept on the left hand side or right hand side. We kept it on the left and hydrogen is the one valence electron. In order to make a bond, all the atoms must be shared at least this one valence electron with the neighboring atom. So let's start sharing their valence electron. Hydrogen share its valence electron with the oxygen. जैसा आपको मालूम है कि कोई भी बॉन्ड बनाना है तो एटम को एक अपने वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन शेयर करने पड़ेगा। अगर आप कुछ खरीदना चाहते हो तो आपको पैसा देना पड़ेगा, सही है। अगर आप पैसे नहीं दोगे और फिर सोचोगे कि मेरे को ऐसी कोई चीज मिल जाएगी तो कौन देगा? हाँ, तो ट्रेड तभी हो सकता है या तो कोई बॉन्डिंग तभी बन सकते हैं when give and take approach रहता है। Here also hydrogen and oxygen sharing their 1 valence electron and complete the octet. Hydrogen is the only exceptional where octet is not a consideration, it is formed duplet like helium. Rest all the elements or atom of a periodic table try to complete its octet other than hydrogen. For hydrogen we need to consider duplet and one bond is equal to 2 electrons. One bond is equal to 2 electrons. Now, hydrogen and oxygen share each 1 electron. Likewise, oxygen and nitrogen. And this oxygen and nitrogen. This oxygen completed its octet 2, 4, 6, 8. Octet completed. Nitrogen only 2, duplet completed. This nitrogen 2, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Octet incomplete. Octet incomplete. Again 2, 4, 6 and 7 incomplete octet. Both has only 7 electron. This has a 8 and this has a 2. So in order to complete their octet, both of them share their valence electron with each other and try to complete it. Now 2, 4, 6 and 2, 8. So octet is completed for nitrogen also. 2, 4, 6 and 8 for oxygen also. So now this is remain untouched. This upper oxygen has only 6 electron and the nitrogen has a 6 electron with 1 lone. So they can complete their octet by sharing of its valence electron. धीरूभाई अंबानी, मुकेश अंबानी है तो मुकेश अंबानी उसके पास ज्यादा पैसा है और वो ज्यादा पैसा है सरप्लस है तो वो अपने छोटे भाई को अनिल अंबानी को देगा। जियो डूब गया, क्या कर सकते हैं, बस उसको बचाने के लिए पैसा देगा। इसके सामने कुछ भी नहीं कर रहा है, सिर्फ शेयरिंग है। यह नाइट्रोजन है after completing its octet, if any money is left, if any electron left unbonded, that electron is shared with the neighboring atom. And this bond is called as coordinate covalent bond in case of nitric acid. We will continue with more example of coordinate covalent bond. Thank you. Okay, and after nitric acid, let us study this coordinate covalent bond for sulfuric acid. In H2SO4, sulfur is the least electronegative atom. Whatever your least electronegative atom, it occupies the center position. So sulfur at the center. Sulfur has how many valence electrons? 6. Very good. So it has a 6 valence electron. Now this 6 valence electron, how many oxygen atom? 4. More electronegative atom is present in a surrounding. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oxygen has how many valence electrons? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, how many hydrogen? 2. One is on the left hand side and one hydrogen atom on the right hand side. Start to complete the octet like as we said earlier. First, all the atoms try to share at least one electron with the neighboring atom and check the octet or duplet. For hydrogen duplet, this one bond is for 2 electrons, so duplet is completed. 2, 4, 6 and 8, octet completed. 2, 4, 6 and 8, this central sulfur already complete the octet with 2 lone pair of electron. 2, 4, 6 and 8, octet completed this oxygen and hydrogen 2 duplet. So already octet tool is completed, still 2 oxygen atom of sulfuric acid is unbonded. Sulfur has a 2 lone pair of electrons, one on the upper side and one on the down side. It shares its valence electron by a coordinate covalent bond with the neighboring atom and complete its octet. So how many coordinate covalent bonds are present in sulfuric acid? That the answer is coordinate covalent bond is equal to 2. In case of nitric acid, coordinate covalent bond is equal to 1. So you have the questions like how many coordinate covalent bonds are there in a given compound, then you have to answer it. You have to answer it. And for that, we like to study the coordinate covalent bond in further detail. Then we need to study the example of some of the oxoacids at home. Some of the oxoacids like phosphoric acid, H2SO 7 sodium, phosphorus acid H3PO3, hypophosphorus acid H3PO2, etc. All these compounds, you can count the number of coordinate covalent bonds are present in them. Now, such coordinate covalent bond which is present is normally the biggest part of the any entrance examination. Third, after covalent bond, the first topic, whatever we study, that is covalent bond, that is how it is formed. Yes, you are right. It is formed between the atoms of similar electronegativity by sharing of its valence electron. How many types? 3 basic types. Which 3 types of covalent bonds are there? Non-polar covalent bond between the atom of similar electronegativity, H2, Cl2, N2, silicon carbide, etc. Ethane, methane, all those are the non-polar covalent bond. Polar covalent bond, it is the form between the atom of 2 different electronegativity, then it's called as polar covalent. Example HCl, H2, HF, NH3. SO2 is also the example of non-polar covalent. Students, अपने को all Indians are Gujarati, is it true? नहीं ना? But all Gujaratis are Indian? Yes. So likewise, all hydrogen bonded compounds are polar, but all polar compounds are not hydrogen bonded. Example SO2. SO2 is a polar but not hydrogen bonded. So to become a hydrogen bonded compound, it is necessary that the bond formed between the hydrogen atom of one element and electronegative atom from group 15, 16 or 16. Group 15 technogens, that is mostly nitrogen. Group 16 chalcogens, that is oxygen of sulfur, and group 17 halogens, chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine, etc. Whenever such kind of compound form the bond, then it's called as hydrogen bond. Again, hydrogen bonds are divided into 2 types. Hydrogen bonds are divided into 2 types. Which 2 types of hydrogen bonds are there? Hydrogen bond basically divided into 2 types. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding and intramolecular hydrogen bond. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding and intramolecular hydrogen. इंटरमोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग, अगर एक माँ बाप के दो संतान है, मैं हूं और मेरी बहन है, क्या मेरा और मेरा बहन के बीच में शादी हो सकता है क्या? नहीं ना। ओके, likewise intermolecular hydrogen bonding does not take place between the atom and compound. It is take place between the atom of two different compounds. यानी मैं सिंगल फैमिली से हूं, मैं लड़का हूं, तो मेरी शादी किसके साथ होगी? किसी और फैमिली की लड़की के साथ, नहीं कि मेरी बहन या कजिन के साथ। सो दैट इज इंटरमोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग बिटवीन two different compounds. Between two different compounds. That is hydrogen atom of one combined with electronegative atom from other compound. This other compound may be the water only. For example, H2O, hydrogen. Water has a 2 lone pair of electron, and that oxygen atom has a 2 lone pair electron and 2 bond pair electron. Consider it as a family 1. Likewise, water as a second family, and likewise water as a third family. All these three, family 1, family 2 and family 3, all three family are Hindu family, but as per the Hindu, we know that the oxygen is the main parent, and this parent oxygen has a 2 child, 2 boys in the form of hydrogen and 2 girls in the form of lone pair of electron. Can you make a bond between this hydrogen and this lone pair of electron? No. So it is formed between which? Now this electron can make a bond with the hydrogen atom of family 2, and this oxygen can also make a bond with hydrogen atom of family 2. So how many hydrogen bond is formed? 2. Hydrogen bond is represented by dotted line. Hydrogen bond is represented by dotted line. Likewise, this oxygen family has a 2 boys in the form of hydrogen and 2 girls in the form of lone pair electron. Now these 2 girls can marry with the 2 boys of the next family member. So how many total hydrogen bonds formed by this family 2? Your count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4, and that is between the two family, between two different compounds. These two different, H2O1 and H2O2. It may be H2O ammonia, H2OHF also, but there are called as two different compounds. Sir, that is intermolecular. Then when it forms intramolecular compound? Between the same member, between the compounds, between the compound. If hydrogen bond formed by the same atom of the same group of elements, then it is called as intramolecular hydrogen bond. For example, orthonitrophenol. In orthonitrophenol, there is a lone pair of electrons present on oxygen, and hydrogen and oxygen make a bond with each other. Both OH and NO2 are a member of this center atom benzene, and even though they make a bond with each other, such bond is called as intra. Intra means between the compound, and inter means between the compound. Between the compounds. Intramolecular hydrogen bonds are weaker than intermolecular hydrogen bonds. Intramolecular hydrogen bonds are weaker than intermolecular hydrogen bond. This principle is also utilized for the separation of organic compound by steam distillation method. For example, we know that both orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol are the isotope of each other. Both of them are isotopes of each other. But this orthonitrophenol has a lower boiling point and para-nitrophenol has a higher boiling point, even though both have the same molecular mass. Now, the reason is that because it forms intermolecular hydrogen bond and this one forms intermolecular hydrogen bond. Now, because it forms intermolecular hydrogen bond, due to that it has a higher boiling point and it is used. So, if we like to separate the ortho from para isomers, go for the steam distillation, or ortho form can separate out first and para separate later. This is the way hydrogen bonding can be utilized. And as the number of hydrogen bond increases, boiling point increases. Boiling point increases. Right. Now, so after covalent bond, next category of bond, ionic bond. Ionic bond normally form between the group 1 and group 2 most electropositive element of a periodic table and between electronegative element of the periodic table. Between most electropositive and most electronegative element of periodic table by transfer of its valence electron. आपको बाबा और आपके साथ आपके फैमिली मेंबर्स जा रहे हैं या फिर दोस्त जा रहे हैं. नॉर्मली अगर हम 10 दोस्तों के साथ पार्टी करते हैं, कभी भी हम दोस्तों के साथ पार्टी कर रहे हैं, तो हमारा नॉर्मली रहता है कि भाई वो पार्टी का जो भी कॉस्ट है वो क्या करना है, शेयर. अगर 1000 रुपए की पार्टी की, 5 दोस्त थे तो सब दोस्त 200 रुपए निकाल के इक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होता है. दैट इज शेयरिंग एंड शेयरिंग इज द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ कोवेलेंट. बट अगर आपने पार्टी दी है, बर्थडे आपकी है, जिसकी बर्थडे होगी वो पार्टी देगा. अब जिसने पार्टी दी है वो इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट कर रहा है. बराबर. रिसीवर कौन हो गया? जो आपके गेस्ट है. यहाँ पे मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रोपॉजिटिव एलिमेंट आर दोस व्हिच डोनेट द इलेक्ट्रॉन एंड मोस्ट electropositive elements are those which donate the electron and most electronegative elements are those which accept the electrons. Ionic bond. So, as we discussed, it is formed by transfer of valence electron between electropositive element group 1 and 2 and most electronegative element group 16, 17. Example, NaCl. So Na donates its electron and Cl accepts the electron. So it is sharing of electron Na plus to Cl minus, donor to receiver, and the ionic bond is represented by this. Tail head towards the receiver and this cross at the donor. Example, Na plus Cl minus. All the ionic bond clear it is between the group 1 and group 2 or group 16 and 17. Ionic compound normally possess higher melting point or boiling point as compared to covalent compounds or polar compounds that we already studied in a solid state. Now, ionic bond, after this ionic bond, ionic compound in its pure form, non-conductor of electricity. I recall, सबको याद है 3 Idiot मूवी, फेमस थी, फर्स्ट एंड लास्ट. पहला सीन क्या था मूवी का? ओके, स्पून आया, ड्रैगिंग था, स्पून को निकाला, फिर क्या हुआ? करंट. तब फिर लास्ट चीज बर्थ लगा किस पे, चतुर पे। वो बच्चा छोटा सा जो स्कूल में पढ़ रहा था उसको भी मालूम था सॉल्ट वाटर इज अ गुड कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी। आई रिपीट, सॉल्ट वाटर इज अ गुड कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी। सो वी हैव टू रिमेंबर द फैक्ट दैट pure ionic compound are non-conductor of electricity, but in aqueous form or in molten form, it is a conductor of an electricity. It is a conductor of an electricity. Pure compound is non-conductor of electric current, whereas in aqueous or molten state is conductor of electricity. Conductor of electricity. That is the conductivity of ionic compound due to its ion. Conductivity is based on its ions. So this also helpful you wherever you study the ionic compounds. Ionic compounds. Now, that is in electrochemistry chapter we already discussed in detail about this conductivity, electrochemistry, conductivity of electrolyte solution. At that time, it will be very helpful if you have this basic knowledge. Pure compound is a non-conductor of electricity, whereas aqueous or molten state is a conductor of electricity. As the number of ion increases, conductivity increases. Number of ion increases, conductivity increases. After the ionic bond, the next category of bond which is formed between the compounds, covalent bond, ionic bond, third metallic bond. Third category of bond is called as metallic bonds. Metallic bond is formed between the metals. It is formed between the metals. Here, positively charged kernel. Example, Fe. Fe has so many number of electrons and all the metals get surrounded by C of its valence electron. कोई भी मेटल एटम है उसके आसपास जो उसके वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन है, आउटर मोस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन, metallic d and f block elements में d orbital has a 5 cell or 5 suborbital. These 5 suborbitals occupy 10 electrons. So number of valence electrons around the d and f block elements, clear metal, that is Fe, copper, zinc, etc. More number of valence electrons. So metal positively charged kernel, metal positively charged metal surrounded by C of free electron. Now this C of free electron, what does it allow? It allows to conduct the electricity via metals, via ions. And due to that, whenever external current or external force is applied, it starts to flow of current, and this flow of current is taken place via electrons. Fe, copper, zinc, nickel, chromium, Mn, all these compounds as a metallic bond. And the bond here, that is neither by transfer of valence electron, nor by sharing of valence electron, but natural force of attraction between positively charged kernel and C of valence electron. Due to that, it will be get surrounded. The basic idea is obtained from Thomson model of an atom, where electrostatic force of attraction is taken and granted to make this bond. Due to this, all the metallic compounds are conductor of electricity, and metals are conductor of electricity even in its pure form. Whereas ionic compound pure form is non-conductor for ionic compound, whereas for metallic pure form is conductor of electricity. Conductor of electric current. So basically, we study in the particular today's lecture about the covalent bond, types of covalent bond, ionic bond, its effect, and metallic bond. Various examples of coordinate covalent bond also we go to the lecture. Next, in the next lecture we will discuss about कोई भी मूवी रहता है ना तो वो मूवी का ट्रेलर पहले आता है। तो आज का जो लास्ट टॉपिक होगा ना वो कल अगर इसी टाइप में 1 से 2 में आप आओगे तो सीखने मिलेगा। वो कौन सा टॉपिक है आपके लिए वो भी मालूम होना चाहिए बिकॉज केमिकल बॉन्डिंग इट्सेल्फ अ वेरी लार्ज चैप्टर एंड द मोस्ट इंटरेस्टिंग वन इफ यू लर्न इट इन अ डिटेल एंड विद द पेशेंट। नाउ in the subject of chemical bonding, tomorrow we discuss Vesper theory, valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, Next, valence bond theory, VBT. Next, molecular orbital theory, MOT. Next, hybridization. And if you go through all the papers of JEE NEET examination, you will definitely find the question either based on the bonding, Vesper theory, valence bond, molecular orbital theory, hybridization, and polarity, bond polarity. Even this year in a JEE 2020 examination, there was one question based on bond polarity, mu is equal to Q into D. Mu is equal to Q into D. So if you want to study in detail about this topic, hopefully you enjoyed a lot today's topic, and we will see you, catch you soon tomorrow at the same time with WS School of Science and Commerce. Okay, tata, bye bye, take care of yourself, and please take all the necessary precautions to keep the safety of yourself, your family members and the society. Keep or clean your hand regularly.